Well, hello, everyone. This is John Rollins. It's Wednesday and it's 7 p.m. So that means that it's time for our weekly S.T.R.I.V.E sessions. Strategies to remain informed, strategies to remain victorious, strategies to remain empowered. And I'm so grateful for the opportunity to be here today. And I'm excited about the information that we're going to share with you today. I trust that this is something that is blessing someone. You've heard me say before, but this effort is a result of an outreach discussion that my pastors and I had. We're looking for something that we could do to be of some benefit to the body of Christ. And so these are the topics that we're sharing with you on today, or they're sharing with you out through our time here, are intended or designed to uplift, to encourage, to inspire you, to educate you. Again, the S.T.R.I.V.E, we want to remain informed, we want to remain victorious, we want to remain empowered. Okay, and so the whole idea behind this time together is to give you something that can help you to be a better version of yourself. All right. So, and I encourage you to, and first of all, thank you for everyone who has continued to share your thoughts with us. I hear offline from individuals say that they're watching and that it's blessing them. And that makes me feel good, because it is my desire to try to be a blessing to those of us who are walking this walk. All right. So we're continuing our Unclogged series. I started at the beginning of the year and I said that unclogged is my challenge for myself. It's the year of unclogging, removing those things that may be hindering or preventing me from being all that I was designed to be. Eliminating those things that are blocking, that are hindering, that are stopping, that are or kind of disrupting the flow and keeping me from being the best version of myself. I am determined for the remainder of the time that I have here on this earth to live my life in a way so that I'm walking out that which I've been created to become. I shared with you on last week, but my desire from this point forward, and what I'm hoping to share with you all, is how can you be in alignment with your assignment? Okay, you talk about alignment, and if you're ever driving in a car, I took my car in on last Acquisition yesterday. I took my car to an agency or a company to have my wheels aligned. Okay, what was happening? I was driving. I was able to function. I was able to go and do what I needed to do. Okay, but there was an unnecessary wear on my tires because my wheels were out of alignment. Okay, so even though I'm able to go where I need to go, am I going there as efficiently as I need to? Is there something that's out of alignment for you regarding your assignment? And if there is, where can you go? What can you do to get yourself in alignment so that you are not only going there, but you're going there with as little resistance as possible? You want to be maximizing on that which you've been created to be. All right. So the Unclogged series, we talked about your career, your financials. We talked about your family, your personal. We talked about your physical health, and we're now going into your education and mental. And then it is my desire to go a little bit into social and community. And there's one more session that we're going to talk about, and it's going to be your spiritual and creative. But we want to finish up now with your education and mental. And when I left off on last week, I was asking you, okay, regarding transferable skills, what skills do you currently possess that you can use to help you to function effectively in other areas of your life? All right. So are you satisfied with your level of education? We continue with the questions that we ask. And the purpose of these questions, again, is to let you do an assessment, an introspection of yourself, where you look at who you are, you look at what you have, look at what you're doing, and then you answer the questions honestly, and you say, you know what, I can probably improve in that area. All right. So with regards to your education, with your desired goals, what level you desire to attain, are you satisfied with your current level of education? And what is the minimum education that's required for the position that you want to attain? If the position requires a bachelor's, do you have it? If the position requires a master's, do you have it? If the position requires 4, 5, 6 years of specialization in that field, do you have what's required? If your desire is to make it to that level, then and the requirements are established, there's a good possibility that for you to be considered, you may have to meet those requirements. All right. So, and if you have no desire to go to college, what other things can you do? What other methods are available to you so that you can expand your educational opportunities, that you can continue to learn? I believe that we should be lifelong learners. I think I may have shared this before, but early in my career, I was committed to trying to learn something new every day. And it didn't really matter where I got the information from. You can learn something in a meeting. You can learn something from reading a sign on the side of the road. You can learn something by watching nature. But every day, you should be learning something different. Okay. Are you committed to lifelong learning? I'm going to share a little bit about me so that you'll kind of get the idea of what I mean about the commitment to lifelong learning. I graduated from high school in 1980. And when I graduated from high school, I received scholarships to go to the University of Florida for mechanical engineering. I received engineering scholarships to go to the University of Florida. I went to school, UF in 1980. I left UF in 1983. Yeah, I determined early that pursuing the engineering path was not my call, not my assignment. I left school in 1983. I didn't graduate from college until 2003, 20 years later. Okay. But between those 20 years, I was committed to learning. I have an expansive library. I have so many books. I get challenged sometimes by my wife to get rid of some of the books that I have. And I tell her all the time, I could probably get rid of the books. Okay, but what I'm concerned about is I may miss out on the knowledge. There's some books that I read once. There's some books that I read parts of it. There's some books that I read multiple times. Okay, I have an expansive library. All during my career, all during the time where I worked at the various levels within the city of Gainesville, I was always attending trainings. I was always gaining certifications. Okay, and those certifications were things that were specific to what I needed to do. I got certified as a trainer. I got certified as a safety specialist. I was always improving. I learned how to function effectively with computer programming, with the Microsoft Office suite. I just wanted to be good. I didn't want to have to depend on other individuals with regards to the things that were necessary for my development. Okay, so are you looking for opportunities to apply what you learned to real life scenarios? You get this wisdom, you get this knowledge, but now can you take that knowledge and apply it to a situation and have people look at you and say, you know what? He knows what he's talking about. She knows what she's talking about. Okay, I'm still committed. I'm still committed to learning. I still continue to go out and purchase books. I've made lifelong learning a part of my journey. I'm going to always, until I think I'm pulled away from this earth, I'm going to always be looking for ways to make John better. If you don't want to go to college, you still can grow personally. You still can grow professionally. Today, we have no excuses. I remember back when I was younger, I used to have to go through the library. I used to go and look up through the encyclopedia. I have to go and look up the dictionary, the thesaurus. Right now, you can find information on your watch. You can find information on your phone, your tablet. Okay, so we have no excuses for not developing. We can Google, we can Bing, we can YouTube, pretty much anything that we desire to find out now, we can go and do it. And that doesn't necessarily mean that you have to go to college. You can attend college without having to go to college. You can get a degree online. Okay, so are you committed to lifelong learning? Okay, and then here's the thing: what part of your mindset is holding you back? What are the messages that you are replaying over and over in your head that are keeping you from making that next move, from taking that next step? Is there any part of the way that you behave that makes you upset? Okay, what frustrates you regarding how you behave? Okay, these are things how you can continue to grow your mind. You can continue to grow in your career. Just some questions, guys, and I'm not trying to be nosy, but I'm asking you, if you're going to remove those blockages, what are you doing right now that frustrates you? You say, I can't stand it when I do this. And you see your patterns, okay, but are you doing anything to change those patterns? Are you trying to disrupt your habits? Okay, you can have positive habits, you can have negative habits. Okay, are you your own best friend? Okay, so I've heard so many times that most of the conversation we have with ourselves, most of the conversation we have with ourselves. You listen to yourself more than you listen to anyone else. Are you your best friends? Are you open to following the advice that you give to others? And if someone tried to help you out, are you open to following the advice that they give you? With regards to your self-talk, what do you tell yourself? Do you affirm how great you are? Do you tell yourself, John, you can do this? John, I know that it may be difficult, okay, but John, I know that if somebody else can do it, you can do it too. What do you say to yourself? How do you convince or confirm that the things that you desire are within your possibilities? All right. Are you on your side? Are you on your side? And then I think the last question I have regarding this is, have you released your brakes? Okay, have you released your brakes? Jack Canfield talks about in the book, The Success Principles, about an individual who's riding around with their emergency brakes on. Okay, and they say that, he said, even if you find yourself you riding around with your emergency brakes on, okay, do you step on the gas to try to go harder? Do you try to grab the wheel tighter? What do you do to increase your momentum? Well, the simple solution is to release the emergency brakes. Guys, what are we saying to ourselves that are keeping us from going forward at maximum capacity? Release the brakes. Release your emergency brakes. Okay, muffle that internal critic, that voice in your head that tells you every reason why you aren't qualified, every reason why you aren't deserving. Quiet that voice in your head and then replace it with a different song. Change the record. I know we don't do records anymore, but man, go get a quarter, put it in the jukebox and change the record. Are you playing that same old sad song? No, change the music, change what you're listening to, change what you're saying to yourself. All right, let's go quickly into the social and community. Okay, now, are you the kind of person who has friends? And what kind of friends do you like? Do you have as many friends as you want? Okay, and those people who call you their friend, what is it about you that will make you a desirable friend? Okay, are you loyal? Are you honest? Are you a listener? Do you exercise or display wisdom? Are you trustworthy? Okay, are you worthy of earning someone else's trust? If the person says, I want to befriend you, okay, what do you bring to the table? This is for your social now. We've left educational mental. We're talking about your social and your community. Okay, do you have the kind of friends? The friends that you have, what type of friends are they? Okay, are your friends lifters or are they leaders? Okay, now there's a poem that I want to read by Ella Wheeler Cox. I saw this poem back in 2001, I think, 2001, 2002. It was in John Maxwell's book on the 21 irrefutable laws of leadership, and it was speaking specifically to the law of the inner circle. And he said, there are just two types of people. Listen to this poem. There are two kinds of people on earth today. Just two kinds, no more, I say. Not the good and the bad, for 'tis well understood that the good are half bad and the bad are half good. No, the two kinds of people on earth, I mean, are the people who lift and the people who lean. Okay, what kind of person are you with regards to being a friend and being a social part of your community? Are you a lifter? Are you a leaner? The people who are in your circle, are they lifting or are they leading? You've heard the saying, there are two types of people: people who make deposits into your life, people who make withdrawals from your life. And if you have so many people who are pulling on you, who are withdrawing from your social being, your mental being, they're emotionally draining on you, it will not be long before you go bankrupt. Okay, emotionally, mentally, physically, psychologically bankrupt. Okay, do you have people who are lifting? Do you have people who are just leaning? Okay, I encourage you to put some lifters in your life, and I encourage you to be a lifter yourself. All right. So now we're running out of time. It's about 7:14, and I try to finish these in 15 minutes or less, and I'm okay with the pace. I like how we're going with this. I hope it's okay for you. Okay, but this is the S.T.R.I.V.E sessions: strategies to remain informed, strategies to remain victorious, strategies to remain empowered, and we're speaking specifically on the Unclogged series. What can I do? What can you do that can unclog your well-being, that will allow you to have full flow without reserve, that you're accomplishing everything that you have in your heart, that you believe that you've been called to do while here on this earth? All right. I hope we've done something that's been a blessing to you guys. It is my desire. It is my desire to encourage you. I want you to feel good about who you are. I want you to feel good about what you're doing. I want you to love your time here on this earth. Okay, so with that being said, I want to finish the way that I always do. I want you to know. I want you to know without any shadow of doubt that you are important. All right, guys, y'all be blessed. We'll see you next week when nothing happens.